Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of Captain of My Shed. I'm Captain Mikey. This is my shed. Pretty chilly today. So what are we doing today? We were going to be doing a workbench making video for number 7, but the wood is probably stuck somewhere in Calais or some nonsense like that. So although I've got part of it built, you can just see the corner of the slab tops over here. We're going to have to wait until I get the rest of my wood delivery before I finish that up. So instead, I'm doing a little table saw upgrade. What are we doing? We're making these. Keep watching, I'll show you how I make it. Why are we making it? Because this. So, yeah, that's one problem. And a little bit this. It just tips slightly. I don't know if you can see that. Tips slightly in towards the blade. And that's a problem. But also, it gives you just a nice, accurate cut. Make one of these after you've calibrated your table saw, if that's something that you're going to do. I'll probably show you how to do that in another video. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll tell you exactly why I've made it this particular way. And I'll tell you all the things that I forgot to film during the making of. So I've told you what we're doing, I've told you why we're doing it. This is how. Enjoy. So you've seen all about it. I thought I'll just wrap up at the end and tell you why I've designed this the way I have. Part of it's dictated by the material that I had to hand. I got some of this in for the workbench build, which I told you is on hold at the minute. And it's black MDF. It's black all the way through. It's slightly different to regular MDF. It's a bit hard, a bit more, I'd say it's a bit more brittle possibly. But it works really well. It machines well. And it has all the other good properties of MDF in that it is flat, pretty stable. And well, those are the main things I need out of it. It's ideal for it. This came in 10mm thickness, and just so happened that's what I was using, and it's pretty much perfect. I had to add a couple of points like this. These are just made out of mahogany. As you saw in the video, I measured them up pretty accurately, and it works really well. It's nice and flush with the table, but it's not adjustable like the Dewalt one is. So they've got set screws on 4 points, on the 4 points where I've got those mahogany tabs. So they can adjust, or you can adjust the Dewalt one if you want to. If this doesn't work out for me, like I say, it's perfect at the moment, but if for some reason it falls out of true, then I can always sand them off and start again with a different system, probably put some set screws in. The holes in the end, I just thought they would improve airflow around the saw. That's all. It helps pull the air down through the ends of the saw. Yeah, it might just be completely surplus to requirements, but it makes sense to me not to starve a vacuum system. I'm sure there's all kinds of tests I could have done beforehand, but it doesn't hurt to have them. It also stops any or prevents any potential cracking where you've got that very fine cut. It can't continue past that point. It's always a bit stronger to finish a fine. Well, that's what you would do in the end of a crack, isn't it? You'd put a drill right on the end of it so it couldn't continue spreading. Mistakes I made. You can see the two oak kind of location tabs here and here. They echo these ones. In the Dewalt one, it hooks underneath the table when you slide it in, so that the back edge of it can't get flicked up and out. So I did originally, you probably saw in the video, I originally had these, the idea was to cut them and sort of carve them out of this one piece, but I was a bit of an idiot when I was routing it, and I routed the wrong side. I actually cut them perfectly, but then when I flipped it over they were on top when they should have been on the bottom. So live and learn. Anyway, I cut them out of oak, and they're glued in with wood glue and CA glue. And also the area around them and the bits of wood themselves is soaked in a thin CA glue. So it's soaked into the wood fibres and the MDF fibres around, really strengthen it up. And they're not going anywhere. They're perfect for that. But a little bit of an over-engineering. You could, I suppose you could just drill small holes, a bit of epoxy and a nail in there. It doesn't have to be like that, but I kind of enjoyed making it. So that's it. That's my zero clearance slot. I hope you enjoyed it. Who wouldn't enjoy it? Really. So fingers crossed we get a wood delivery through in the week. And if that's the case, then next week we should have a couple of workbenches to have a look at and enjoy the making of. Until then, take care, see you later, like and subscribe and all that lovely stuff, and see you next week. Bye.